Hey, I'm Vanna from DevRel at GraphGrid. In this video, I'll be showing you how to set up shell variables to more efficiently work with our API. There are written instructions about setting up shell variables under Get Set Up in the API section of the doc site. If you've already checked out the GraphGrid Docs site, you may have noticed these odd-looking variables in the example requests. These are shell variables meant to hold pertinent information used regularly in each API request. These variables include API base, basic auth, and bearer token. API base should be set to the URL prefix related to the host root. For example, if you wanted to set the variable to use your local environment. That would look something like this. Or you can use whatever environment URL you want. I'll be setting mine to use a demo environment. And with that, I'll show you how to set up our first shell variable. Here, I'm just assigning the shell variable API base my environment URL prefix. The basic auth variable requires a bit more explanation behind it, but it's a large value that can be cumbersome to copy and paste over and over if you don't have a variable set. The first step is to generate a basic authorization header using a client ID and secret. You can configure these values, but you can also use the default ones. To receive this value, separate a client ID and secret with a colon and then base64 encode them. If you have any questions about security or generating a basic auth header, there's a link within the shell variable instructions where you can find out more information. The basic auth value is handily right on the setup page for you, but I will quickly show you how to generate a basic auth header in case you're not using the default client ID and secret. You can manually generate a basic auth header by running the echo shell command with the N option to remove the new line character from the output. This is followed by the client ID and secret separated by a colon. In a terminal, it would look like this. And so I can copy this value and assign it to my basic auth variable. The final shell variable, bearer token, should be set to the user's authorization bearer token. To find the OAuth token request, you can either use the link in the shell variables instructions, or you can find it in the Security API docs. Once you find the request, you can copy and paste it into your terminal. And this request will return your access token. So we can copy this value and set the shell variable bearer token to our access token value. And now all the important shell variables have been set in the terminal, and you can copy and paste each example request from the doc site without having to fill in a bunch of redundant information. Please also note that shell variables are only persisted in the terminal they are set in, so if you close the terminal, you'll have to set them again. We encourage you to try out GraphGrid's API requests to learn more about the capabilities of GraphGrid CDP. I hope this video helped you take those first steps by setting up a few shell variables. Be sure to look out for future content about GraphGrid CDP. In the meantime, you can head over to the GraphGrid community subreddit. There you can ask questions, discuss the platform, or chat with other members in the GraphGrid Lounge. You can also join our community on Discord to chat live about the platform, or follow us on Twitter to get notifications about new content and platform news. And last but not least, subscribe to us on YouTube. That'll conclude it for this video. Thanks for watching, and happy graphing!